First thing I'd like to say is I'm dedicating this press conference to my deceased father, who had 6 bronze battle stars in World War II. Now, having said that, I called this press conference today because of the verdict that the courts of the United States ruled against me, that I, as a citizen and a former governor and a veteran, am not allowed to go to court over my Bill of Rights or the Constitution. They said they don't have jurisdiction. Well, my question is, if the federal courts don't have jurisdiction over a constitutional question, then who the hell does? Who the hell does then? I believe that they're cowards. I believe they've got a yellow streak. They're avoiding lawsuits over our constitutional rights because they know if I go to court and I'm given a jury, I will win, and that'll open up Pandora's box, won't it? So it's simpler for the government to simply deny us our constitutional rights and deny us our day in court. I will tell you this, I have lost my patriotism. It's gone. And I say that with a deep heart, because I never thought that Jesse Ventura would say that he has no more patriotism left, because they've stripped me of it by not allowing me to have a day in court with a jury to determine if my Fourth Amendment rights are being violated. In light of the fact that I can't go to court on it or get a decision on it, I will never fly commercially again. I haven't flown commercially in almost a year because of the trial. Since I'm not allowed in court, well, then I guess I just simply can't fly anymore, because I will not, in what is a free country, be treated like a criminal. And in our airports today, we citizens are treated like criminals. We're guilty until we prove we're innocent. That goes against our entire legal concept of this country, and the people of this country seem willing to accept it. I think it's pathetic, and I will do what I can do to continue to fight it. But I will never fly again commercially, and I urge other people, and it's not ending there, people. I now drive across the country. I've come into multiple occasions where our Border Patrol is no longer at our border. They're out in the middle of our country in deserts, pulling people over, doing searches, and again, violating our Constitution and our Bill of Rights. But it seems our government doesn't care anymore, so it tells me the Constitution and the Bill of Rights don't exist anymore in our country. Anyway, that's about all I have to say. I'll open up for whatever questions you have.
Jesse, will you take it to the Circuit Court of Appeals?
What for? I want a trial by jury. They tell me I can't have a jury decide my fate. They want 3 government-paid judges to decide it. Well, it'll never see the light of day then. And they claim it's because of security reasons. We can't even know what the rules are at the TSA. How do we know if we're being abused if they won't even tell us what the rules are? I don't know. I haven't conferred with my attorney whether I'll go forward anymore, but why should I? I can't get a trial. I can't get an open trial with my peers, and that's a jury. How do you go to the Court of Appeals first? Don't you have to have a trial before you appeal? Isn't that what the system's supposed to be? That you have a trial first? They won't allow me to have a trial. Pat.
A lot of Americans agree with you. They think that these TSA pat-downs are intrusive. But the government says that it prevents terrorism.
Ha! Who have they caught? Who has been caught? Anybody? You people would know. If they caught someone, wouldn't they brag about it? That's all you'd hear about. This is the lockdown of America going on. This is not, in fact, if you look at what they're doing, they're setting us up for another one. Where's the only place at the airport where massive people now are, waiting to go through the lines? If I were a terrorist and was inclined to be a suicide bomber, I would simply go out and get in line and wait until I got right up there. You can have 300 people all conglomerated around you. How come the workers at the airport are not subjected to the same type of thing? It's a fraud, and they're cowards. I'm on record of saying our judicial system in this country today is a bunch of cowards. They won't let me go to court. They won't let me have my day in front of a jury. Is that the American way? Well, my only way of fighting back, and I'll tell you this right now, I will never stand for a national anthem again. I will turn my back and I will raise a fist the same way Tommy Smith and John Carlos did back in the '68 Olympics. Jesse Ventura will do that today. This is a sad day for America, people. Next question.
How will you travel?
Any way I can, Pat. I can't fly. You know, because, again, I will not subject myself to being treated like a criminal ever again. And every time I go to the airport, I have titanium metal in my body. There is no way I could go through the metal detector naked. It's going to go off. And I'm contending that the Fourth Amendment, reasonable search and seizure, how can they state Jesse Ventura is a threat? I've been flying 30 years. I'm an honorably discharged Navy veteran. I've been a mayor and a governor. Yet, John Boehner is not subjected to this, as I understand it. The Speaker of the House doesn't have to face this. Well, I got news for you. I did 6 years in the underwater demolition SEAL team. John Boehner couldn't even make it through boot camp. He lasted 7 weeks. He's more patriotic than me.
What about your patriotism? You said you've lost it.
I've lost it. They've stripped me of it. How can I have patriotism, Pat? I'm embarrassed today as a United States citizen. I'm embarrassed as a veteran. And it seems that attacking veterans seems to be what our government likes to do now. They're attacking veterans who are exercising their constitutional rights. The right to assemble, the right to protest, the right to have your day in court. And yet our government is stepping all over us veterans, aren't they? They don't give a damn. They're through using us now. What would they care for? Next question. I'm on a roll, people. Don't lose me while I'm on a roll. I haven't talked to you for a long time. And I'm not the governor, so I can say any... Does the First Amendment still exist? Can I say anything I want? I'll bet you if it was a corporation fighting for their rights, they would have their day in court. I'll bet a corporation would, but Jesse Ventura as an individual can't have his day in court according to our judges and government.